Hey guys, it's Ryan, and this is my first video blog or vlog. Woo! Technology, it's amazing. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to put some thoughts out there. I'm actually moving out in a week, and it's pretty crazy. And it got me thinking about the path that my life had gone, and got me thinking about all the moves that I had made up until this point. And there's been a few. The first move I made was to San Jose. I was about 23, and my life had been not exactly the direction I wanted it to go. But I had made some strides, and I'd grown up quite a bit, and I had realized that writing was a passion of mine, was something that I loved to do, and it still is to this day. I mean, it's not something that's ever going to leave me. I'm proud to say that the novel's almost done. But my desire was to, one, move away and get the space that I felt was needed to write my novel, to give me the time and the dedication to it. And two was to be on my own and to grow up and to, be an adult because I had sort of been directionless for a while and finally decided that this was a good way to do that. And that move was momentous, it was huge. I was on my own, I was doing things on my own, I was learning how to be a grown up, and I moved in with these two pretty cool engineers. And granted, they had their own problems. Um, but it was a good experience. And I'm really glad I did it. And moving up there changed my life. It changed the direction I was going. And because up there came the 2003 World Series of Poker. Saw that and hooked, and as most of you know, I'm a poker dealer now. And had I not moved to that apartment, I never would have had that kind of desire. I never would have seen it. And then, bing, the light bulb wouldn't have gone off. And I wouldn't have realized how much I really enjoy poker and how much I love it and how it's always going to be a part of my life. And so, my first passion I discovered in San Francisco, and my second passion I discovered in San Jose. And now it's my job. Now it's how I make my living. And that's pretty amazing to me. That had I not done that, had I not stepped out of that shell, that comfort zone that I had created for myself, um, it never would have happened. And I love the feeling of being driven. I love the feeling of randomness, and I love the feeling that anything can happen. And there was a long period in my life where that wasn't true, but it is now. I am moving in with a girl that I haven't even known for a year yet, but I already know that she's awesome. And I'm moving in with two girls that I've only met once or twice, but they're both really cool. And had I not stepped out, had I not put out the effort, had I not decided that I was a good person and I was worthwhile and that I deserved all the good stuff that comes to me, it never would have happened. And so I'm kind of proud of myself for this particular move. So the second move was actually a move back to San Francisco. And this is sort of two moves in one. I'm actually going to count it as two different moves because this move was to precipitate a move to Las Vegas, which is a third move, even though that move never actually happened. But I still count it as a move because it's significant. The thing is that Las Vegas represented something to me, and it still does, but it's a different sort of representation now than it was before. Before, Las Vegas was opportunity. It was basically the American dream in one city. There's an energy there. There's a magnetism there that anything could happen. Anything. And every time you step out that door, who knows where you're going to be? Who knows where you're going to end up? And that's what makes it incredible. But really, what it represented to me was change. Change in the positive. It was me stepping out and being an adult and being my own and being able to handle it. And I thought about it for a while when I moved home, and I realized that that's not actually what I wanted. What I really wanted was the life, a life that was my own, a life that I created. And that can happen anywhere. And I gotta admit, the people that I've met over the last 2 years are incredible. Fun, smart, unique, different. I've grown so much. I've learned so much. I've experienced so much because of them. And I'll never forget that. And I'm so thankful and happy for that. And I want to be closer to those people. And that's why I'm moving back to San Jose. You know, Las Vegas, as great as it is, would mean leaving all the great things that I'd accomplished. Now, could I not have the same sort of lifestyle in Las Vegas? Sure. But when you've got something great, and I'm not talking about just good, I'm talking about great. When there's great people around you, why would you go somewhere else? Especially to a place that's like Las Vegas, where the great people are few and far between. I've got so much positive momentum going now. So many good things are happening in my life, and I'm thankful every day. You know, I'm showing you this particular wall of my place because if I showed you anywhere else, it'd be a mess. And the reason it's a mess is because I am moving the fuck out. I'm getting stuff ready, and I can't believe it. I've lived here a year and a half now since I moved back, and it's been really fun. And I love having my own place, my own space. But this is going to be mine. This is going to be a house. This is going to be a place where people can come over and be welcome. I mean, how cool is it going to be where I can say, dude, let's go back to my place? Or other people can say, hey, we're going back to Ryan's. You know, yes, it's all of our place. Don't get me wrong. Roomies, if you're watching this, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. But it's such a cool thing to say. At my last place, I couldn't say that. And obviously, I can't say it at my house. And in Las Vegas, who would I see? The good people that I've met here, what are they going to come once a year? Maybe twice? I mean, that's not enough. I'm just really looking forward to finally being in a place with lots of people who are going to be comfortable and happy to be there. And where anybody can come in and just say, you know what, I feel good here. I'm going to hang out all day. Okay, cool, man. No problem. Where people don't come in and feel like they want to leave 5 minutes later because there's so much tension in the air. No way. I want people to be happy to come to my place. And so the third move to Las Vegas didn't happen because of all the good stuff that I did, the changes that I made, the expansion that I made to myself. And here it is, the fourth move. And now I'm going to San Jose. And really, I couldn't be happier. San Jose is where my life is right now. It's where my friends are, and it's where I want to be. But I still have a life in San Francisco too. You know, so I'll be able to do both. And I'm making a lot more new friends in San Francisco as well. I've got a life in both places, and I don't want to leave either one. And thank God I don't have to. But I want to live in San Jose. You know, it's where I belong right now, and I'm really, really happy that the changes that I've made and the growth that I've made allow me to have this opportunity. You know, every move represented a stage. I moved out on my own, stage one, right? I got ready to move to Vegas, step two. I decided not to move to Vegas because my life had moved on, step three. And now, step four, my own place where I can entertain, where I can host, and people can come over. I mean, it's just up and up and up and up, and I could not be happier. So that's my first video vlog, guys. Thank you very much for listening. I will talk to y'all later.